Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you the number one mistake that leaders make when it comes to delegating or empowering their employees. I've found in my experience that it's not necessarily that they can't find tasks or responsibilities to pass on. It's that once they pass these responsibilities on to the employee, they don't show the entire process from the beginning to the end. They don't show all the way. Allow me to explain. My son Ethan, when he was about 9 years old, was begging me to mow the lawn. Now, you may be thinking, Jason, as a dad, why wouldn't you not let your son mow the lawn? Here's why. I grew up in Utah, and in Utah, we have meticulous lawns. And I did landscaping during my summers in both high school and college and realized the importance of making sure the lawn was just beautiful and perfect. Our lines had to be straight, completely straight. They had to create some kind of design. The edges that we formed were just completely crisp and clean. This is really, really important in the world of Utah, even though they're in the middle of the desert, to have great, crisp lawns. So as I moved to Minnesota, this is how I treated my lawn, and I cared a lot for it. Therefore, you can imagine my consternation I might have when my 9-year-old comes to me and says, Dad, can I mow the lawn? I'm thinking there's no way this is going to work. So at first I hesitantly said no. But after some time, I realized that to be a good dad, I probably should tell him yes. So one day I said yes, I pulled out the mower, I showed him how to start the mower, we did a couple of lines together, and I patted him on the back and I said, you got this, son, go for it. And then I went inside and hid myself in my room because I just wanted to go out there and, basically micromanage everything that was going on. And I knew that was going to be good for him. Well, after several minutes, he came back into the house and he was really proud of himself. He came to me and he said, Dad, guess what? I finished the lawn. And I'm like, awesome, and let's go check it out. Well, to my horror, there were some pretty big mistakes made. For example, he mowed the lawn. Nothing straight that he did at all in all his mowing. He also committed the cardinal sin of lawn mowing. If you don't know what the cardinal sin of lawn mowing is, it's when you finish mowing the lawn and then you crisscross back through every single line that you've made to put it back into the garage. I was furious. But I could only be furious to myself. You see, I'd committed the same mistake that so many other leaders commit. We think about a responsibility, we do a little initial training, we pat them on the back and say, go for it. And then we leave. And we didn't follow through by showing them the entire process from the beginning to the end. What does that mean? If this were my son Ethan and we're going to do it again, here's what I would do. I'd say, Ethan, you know what? Here's the deal. I'm going to show you the entire process. You see, when we get close to the trampoline, we need to move the trampoline on an area that we've already mowed, which he didn't do. He just left the area underneath the trampoline unmowed. Said when we get, close to the edge, here's how we're going to turn the mower around so we can make sure that our lines are nice and straight. Said when we get over here, there's this water spigot that sticks out from the grass. We don't go on top of that because it hits the blade every single time. We got to go around it on both sides. You got to make it look neat, right? I would show him from the very beginning when I first started that mower all the way into the end and how we put the mower away instead of crisscrossing the lines. That's the appropriate way to train, to delegate, and to empower others. And if I did that, then I could sit right next to him as he's going through the process. I could watch him. I could coach him along. I could say, hey, remember what we're supposed to do about the trampoline? Yeah, and the water spigot here, and how do you turn it around? And really help him become crazy successful even during his first experience. Now, will he still make mistakes? Absolutely he will. But will the result be better? Will I feel better? And will he feel better? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a better leader, it's time for us to show all the way. Not go all the way, that's something completely differently. But show all the way, meaning that we're going to show the process from the very beginning to the very end, no matter how rote or mundane or whatever else you want to fill in the word there with, the process is. They need to know. It's our responsibility as leaders to ensure that we do the very best to provide as much support as possible, especially when one of our employees are trying something new. Show all the way from the beginning to the end. And I guarantee if you do this, the end result's going to be better, you're going to feel better, but most importantly, that employee is going to feel more confidence in what he or she approaches as you're delegating or empowering him. That's my challenge to you. I hope you accept that, and I hope you have a good and fantastic rest of your day. Take care.